Well, thanks guys. What does a $132,000 SUV look like? Well, you're looking at one of them. This is the brand new Mercedes AMG GLE 63S, and this is the brand new Mercedes AMG GLS 63. These vehicles will put your very boring SUV to shame.
Mercedes do one thing better than any other high-end SUV maker. They hand-build speed with style and usability.
A new test that a lot of journalists have been doing is the test from going about 50 miles an hour to 70 miles an hour, or 30 to 70 miles an hour, depending on what you want to try, because a lot of the energy used in a 0 to 60 mile an hour test is actually to start the vehicle from a standstill. So I'm traveling about 30 miles an hour here. How quick can I get to 70? Right there.
Mercedes have added a 48-volt electric motor, which helps with power and fuel economy.
Now, under the hood of both the GLS 63 and the GLE 63S, there are identical engines. This is a 4-litre bi-turbo engine that outputs a massive 603 horsepower. Now, wait a second. There happens to be more. Because of the 48-volt system in this vehicle, it'll actually give you 21 more EQ boost during acceleration. They're both mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. And get this, the GLS does 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, and the GLE 63S just takes 3.7 seconds to get to 60 miles an hour. I think that means we've got to try it.
Thank goodness for freeway on-ramps.
Time to try the 0 to 60 in the GLS. Here we go.
Not only is the ride fast, but it's very comfortable.
You'll feel the superior ride inside the vehicle thanks to the AMG ride control. And this is due to the shocks, the suspension, and a lot of hard work by the AMG guys to make sure that when you turn around a corner, that you actually feel like you're just going forward.
And of course, this is a Mercedes, so it's packed with futuristic tech.
Introduced a couple of years ago, Mercedes have something called car-to-X communication, and this is where Mercedes vehicles actually communicate with each other. They're talking, so if you come on traffic, a black ice, or some kind of object in the road, this Mercedes can let the Mercedes behind me know that there's a problem.
And this, of course, is a luxury SUV first and foremost, and it has things to keep the whole family entertained.
And just to make sure that you have all the entertainment on board of the new GLS, it has a Burmester 3D high-end sound system that probably costs more than most people's home stereo system.
I've failed to talk much about how these two new SUVs look because I spent most of my day racing around LA.
Now, just to let you know, you spent a lot of money on a super performance SUV. Mercedes-Benz have a different grille for all their AMG vehicles. This has the vertical louvers, huge star up front. These are dynamic LED lights, and those mean they move slightly as you steer. And it comes standard with 21-inch wheels, but you can get 23-inch wheels if you so desire.
We should also touch on usability.
The GLS 63 is a 3-row vehicle, and there's still quite a lot of space behind the 3rd row to put baggage. It has an all button here that you can press, and this all button actually automatically folds down both rows of seats so you can get in all your supplies from perhaps a building warehouse. It also has a button here that actually will lower the vehicle down, so if you're going to put cement bags in, you don't quite have to lift them as high. But moving on to the GLE. You can actually see, because this is a 2-row, how much more space is in the back for all of your cargo. And it does have some of the same options. You can lower this vehicle or raise it from the electronic switch in the back. But here, to fold the 2nd row flat, it's actually an optional switch, so you can get all of that extra cargo in the back.
The starting price of the 2021 3-row Mercedes AMG GLS 63, you'll be glad to know, is under $135,000. The starting price of the 2021 2-row Mercedes AMG GLE 63S is under $115,000.
Both of these vehicles rolling into dealerships later this summer. I'm Nik Miles.